Hey, Snails here. I want to take you on a journey all the way back to November 8th, 2004, a midnight launch that undeniably changed the gaming industry forever.
One of the most eagerly awaited video games finally goes on sale.
Preparing to rewrite retail history.
The video game is expected to have bigger first-day revenues than any movie has ever had an opening day at the box office.
Biggest retail launch in entertainment history.
Dozens of grown men.
The game sold more than 2.4 million copies within the first 24 hours, even surpassing blockbuster movies at the time. What made Halo 2 so good though? Well, to answer that, we'll have to look a little farther back. Bungie, before we knew them for Halo and Destiny, started out as an indie studio of around 60 people. At the time, they were known for their success with games like the Marathon and Myth series before being acquired by Microsoft. But wait, something doesn't add up. Why did Microsoft acquire Bungie in the first place? An $8 billion corporation acquiring an indie studio is a little strange, right? Well, that's because Microsoft took a gamble on Bungie's good track record. They needed a flagship game of their own to combat Sony's highly successful reign on the gaming industry, and Microsoft thought Halo might just be that game. The Marathon series, for example, showcased engaging storytelling, unique gameplay mechanics, and technical innovations like intelligent enemy AI and high-resolution graphics. Of course, if you look at it now, it looks pretty unimpressive. But for its time, it even rivaled Doom and was technologically superior. June 19th, 2000, Microsoft acquires Bungie. Only a year later, November 15th, 2001, Halo was born. Halo Combat Evolved came with the purchase of an Xbox to drive console hype, but also to sell Bungie's new game, to which the gamble Microsoft took paid off tremendously. From there, Bungie became an established name, and Halo became the Xbox's flagship title for years to come. Four months until Halo 2's release, they had very interesting marketing involving an ARG called ilovebees. However, I won't be covering it, I just thought I'd mention it as it paved the way for many ARGs later to take inspiration from. And if you do want to learn the ilovebees ARG, I'll put Rocket Sloth's video about it in the description, and consider subscribing to them if you enjoy the Halo content. They do amazing Halo-focused videos. But I digress. Halo 2's release wasn't without challenges, however, that being the development aspect of it. Halo 2's development was rough, with Bungie crunching to meet deadlines by reworking whole sections of the game, to working around technical limitations, and overall, Bungie admitting the game was a failure to them, only being close to what they had envisioned. Unfortunately, it didn't stop there, as the internal version of Halo 2 leaked 1 month before release, causing concerns from Bungie and Microsoft, believing it would jeopardize their carefully planned marketing and release strategy. While it's not known if Unreal Championship had a direct influence on Halo 2's multiplayer, it sure looked like a foundation, as Halo 2 fully utilized Xbox Live, having features like voice chat, leaderboards, and the ability to create and join multiplayer matches easily. This in turn allowed people to be more competitive, starting clans and eventually LAN events, where clans could battle each other for recognition or prizes. Halo 2's multiplayer also had a variety of game modes, making multiplayer incredibly diverse and highly replayable for anyone to play competitively or casually. And while that's all fun and good, the focus of this video actually isn't multiplayer, but it'd be wrong not to mention it as it paved the way for multiplayer games moving forward. No, really what I'm interested in is the campaign. I remember first playing Halo 2 as a child being jaw-dropped with awe, wondering how games can look like this, and does it get any better? As an adult, I still boot up Halo 2's campaign every year or so, still with awe. Of course, not with the same excitement of seeing the game for the first time, but being excited to hear the story just one more time. And there's always the added benefit of comparing the remaster versus the original. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't mention that Halo 2 got a remaster on November 11th, 2014 for the Master Chief Collection, only enhancing what was already a beautiful game for its time. But to really visualize what I'm talking about, let me pan a few locations in both the original and remastered graphics. I think it speaks for itself. The campaign starts you out with a scene of the Covenant Holy City High Charity, or Mushroom Planet, what I've always known it as because of its mushroom-like shape. Anyway, it continues on to... Hold up. Why am I explaining the entire scene? Just watch it for yourself.
There was only one ship.
One? Are you sure?
Yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to their planet. But I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs. Surely you understand that once the parasite attacked...
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
By the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
Prophet of truth, this has gone on long enough. Make an example of this bungler. The Council demands it.
You are one of our most treasured instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
Nay, it was heresy.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not. Soon the great journey shall begin. But when it does, the weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
The emotion conveyed through the music and seeing our golden elite here get told off really gives you a sense of curiosity. At least it does for me, and I've seen the scene at least 500 times, and I still love it. Not only that, but for people who haven't played the first game, it establishes what happened at the end of the first game all within 2 minutes. After the scene, you take on the role of the Master Chief and do some tests, mostly for you to understand the mechanics and also calibration settings like controller inversion and whatnot, but also to establish that you're not just any soldier, but an important one. Now for those who haven't played it, I won't spoil the story any further, as it's just too good. Even after 20 years, I highly recommend anyone, even with a little interest in what I've shown you, or someone who's played the latest installment and it left a bad taste in their mouth, to play Halo 2. I might make a video on that game in the future, but no promises. If you've made it this far, I appreciate your interest in my favorite childhood game, and I hope it could be yours as well. Bye for now.